I'm Bruce Dyksen. I own and operate a remodeling company. And then I also am the co-founder of She Found His Grace.
I am Serena Dyksen, and I am the founder of She Found His Grace, which has turned into He Found His Grace Abortion Recovery.
We have 2 great kids, 2 great in-laws, and now 3 awesome grandkids. I grew up in a very stable home, grew up 30 minutes out of New York City. So you think big city, lots of people, but our community was very small.
I grew up in a pretty broken home. We were very poor. There was a lot of chaos, abuse in my home. When I was 13, I was sexually assaulted by an uncle. At first, I didn't tell anybody what had happened because there's a lot of shame with being sexually assaulted. I ended up sharing with someone on the bus, and they told a school counselor, and my parents were called to the school where they learned that I had been assaulted. I was taken to our family doctor. The only thing he offered was abortion, and that was the first time I had heard that word. Once, I was taken to the clinic as a 13-year-old, I was separated from my parents. First time I ever met the abortionist, there was just no compassion. I remember him just telling me to shut up. My mom, she could hear me screaming for help, and they told her she couldn't help me. My dad had to carry me out of the clinic bloody. We needed counseling, and we never got that. It affected our family forever.
So I met Serena on the school bus, and we were 15 at the time. As we started dating, that led to having sex, which led to us finding out that she was pregnant. That's when I found out about the abortion. I didn't know about it. Serena didn't speak about it before then, but we went to Planned Parenthood, who had been to our school recently, and they said that, 1, she's young, in school, and we're poor, so we should get an abortion. Before we left, we sat down and we were talking in the parking lot in my car. And I asked her, well, what do you think about abortion? And she shared at that point what she had been through. And she said that she'll never have an abortion again. I said, I don't know how we'll do this, but we'll figure it out. And from that day forward, we chose life. I was scared, I was nervous, didn't have a plan. We moved forward the best we could.
At one point in our journey, I really started to struggle that I didn't deserve to be a wife or a mother. I just thought he can find someone better. My kids deserve someone better. It was at that point of just turning to drugs and alcohol to numb that pain.
Because she was hurting from the effects of her abortion, it affected our family. She felt like a bad mom. I felt like a bad dad and a bad husband. So it led me to a path of considering ending my life. I felt like I was trying, and at times she was trying, but we could just never make it work. We never got to the root issue, which was her abortion.
I went to healing for my sexual assault. We started seeing healing in our marriage. I started going back to church. And what happened was we got involved in a ministry called Teen and Adult Challenge. And we started serving on the board. And the director, she said, hey, there's this great movie out. You should go see it. And it was the movie Unplanned. And I went to that movie, and really I heard the Holy Spirit say, now's the time to tell the rest of your story. My plan was that I was going to go out in front of abortion clinics, and I was going to try to help women choose life. And what ended up happening is that I went to that training, and that's when someone said, hey, have you ever gone through abortion healing? I went to a retreat, and I was able to give my daughter, Eliana Grace, the honor that she deserved. It was really taking that step and saying that I was gonna go through abortion recovery.
Today you can Google abortion regret and you'll find so many resources. A resource that I would like to plug would be He Found His Grace. But there's many pregnancy resource centers around the country that also offer healing for those that have been part of this. I have a life that's been changed. I have a family that's been restored. And God has done that. Not Bruce and Serena, but God has done that. And I am forever grateful.